I had promised to bring you part 2 of this documentary, and here it comes. The merger of the political camp in KANU was growing, and Moi now was looking for young leaders to take over after him. And came on board was William Samoei Arap Ruto.
Katika bunge, kila mmoja wao akiwa mwanasiasa anasema, mimi niko na vijana. We have no history of being losers.
Ruto dragged along his old YK92 colleague, the then Lugari MP who became minister. Also in Moi's lineup came Uhuru Kenyatta. He was among the 4 vice chairmen alongside Noah Katana Ngala, Kalonzo Musyoka and Musalia Mudavadi. John Dedo was then Vice President George Saitoti and KANU Secretary General JJ Kamodho, among others. William Ruto became the director of the elections. Ahead of the general election, Ruto was to work closely with Raila Odinga, who was the then Secretary General. But hell broke loose after Moi named his successor. Odinga led a mass rebellion that led into the decommission of KANU and led his team into backing Kibaki's bid for presidency in the year 2002. Key political figures joined him in this action.
Kwa kila kitu hapa mwishowe wanaondoka na kunilaumu. Kama mtu alikuwa na wizara, anaendesha wizara fulani, anasema Moi, mimi nilikuwa waziri pale.
Itakuwa ni kitendo cha usalata mkubwa kwetu kama viongozi kwenda Kasarani kule tukiwa kama tunajua matokeo ya Kasarani tayari yanajulikana.
Odinga, Saitoti, Musyoka and others crossed over to form the National Rainbow Coalition, the coalition that took over the elections by storm.
The die is cast.
The change is inevitable.
Ruto had remained in KANU to back Kenyatta.
Uhuru will give that change that Kenyans want and are looking for. He is a new person. We want to do the business of our country in a different.
Kibaki became president and appointed Odinga a powerful minister for public works, roads and housing. Kenyatta became the leader of the opposition and Ruto became the party's secretary general.
This will be, yes, it will be like this. Yes, this will be enough.
The political arena took another twist in 2005. Raila Odinga and other key figures in Kibaki's government teamed up and backed up Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto in the No campaign against the Wako draft in the constitution. Wounded by the outcome, Kibaki reconstituted his government. Odinga and his colleagues in the Orange team were dropped.
I have directed that the offices of all ministers and all assistant ministers become vacant. Consequently, the occupants of the said offices cease to hold their respective offices with the immediate effect.
This ultimately powered the Orange team. It morphed into the Orange Democratic Movement. Ruto and Mudavadi formed part of his key foot soldiers in the party ahead of the presidential elections.
Our country needs a social market economy, which is also christened as the third way.
Uhuru Kenyatta retreated and formed an alliance with Kibaki, seeking to inherit his famous Kikuyu voting bloc. That will be up for grab when Kibaki exited.
Nikukumbushe ya kwamba hata wewe ulikuwa life member wetu wa chama hii yetu ya KANU.
Na mimi sikufikiria KANU watakuja tufanye kazi pamoja, na ninawaomba tafadhali, nawaomba kura yenu tafadhali. Asante sana. Asante sana.
The contest shaped into the tough battle between Odinga and Kibaki, with Ruto playing the key role in the Orange Team campaign, as Ababu Namwamba explains.
So I spent a lot of time with him. Spent a lot of time with him on the campaign trail, in his Rift Valley backyard, in Meru especially. He did a lot of campaigning in Meru, in the Maa land, in the Maa land of Narok, Kajiado and Samburu, and you could see that he believed in that cause. He threw himself in that campaign fully. I believe he campaigned for Raila Odinga in 2007 harder than any of the members of the Pentagon. I believe he campaigned harder for Raila Odinga than even Raila Odinga himself campaigned for himself.
Tutailinda na kuitetea katiba ya Kenya kwa mujibu wa sheria iliyowekwa. Ewe Mwenyezi Mungu unisaidie.
Kibaki was declared a winner by Kenya's Electoral Commission. What followed was widespread violence.
The results were irretrievably polluted. You, sir, both of you gentlemen, were wise to come to the conclusion to appoint IREC instead of trying to do a recount. That would be impossible. To put it bluntly, nobody will ever be able to say who won or who lost this election. It was simply too bad before any results got to the KICC.
When calm was restored after a peace deal was brokered by the former UN Secretary General Kofi Annan, Raila Odinga joined the Kibaki government as Prime Minister. Kenyatta and Mudavadi became the Deputy Premier, while William Samoei Arap Ruto became the Minister for Agriculture. He was part of the ODM team that negotiated a pact with Kibaki's PNU. But within a short time, the relations between Odinga and Ruto deteriorated. My name is Davis Karani, and this is Starlight Media Nairobi.